Well, hey there, it's Elke.
And Jen, and this video is for you. As a Zazzle designer, there are some updates that have been happening on certain products, which are particularly stickers, and we want to give you the update as it just came out in the last couple of days. And although you might think it doesn't pertain to you because you think it's just all stickers going forward, you need to update your previous stickers that you've made if some of the designs need fixing. So this video, we're going to be explaining this news update that Zazzle released. You can get the information on their community blog or forum, but we want to make sure that this is right on your radar because it's just brand new and they've come out with information about how they had to speak with the manufacturers because some of the stickers that were being printed are not actually what they should look like. So therefore, if you've seen some returns in some of your stickers lately, that's probably what it was.
And there's a deadline to when you get the chance to fix your current stickers so you don't have to make them as new products, because Zazzle's opened up the opportunity for you to fix previous products, but it's only edited like on the stickers. And so let's get into this, and you have a very limited time to get these done, I believe. Okay.
Yeah, so this was released on the 19th of February, and it says, "Hi creators, we want to inform you about an update to the safe areas for all Zazzle sticker shapes and sizes." So all of them, okay? Part of our supplier changes over time. There have been slight variations in physical outlines of the stickers. Unfortunately, this might have caused a misalignment between what users see in the design tool and what the actual final manufactured product looks like. So to correct this, we've adjusted the design outlines, shrinking them slightly. So the outlines have now been pushed in, right? So that the design appears and prints as expected. However, this might have caused a misalignment in your published designs. And we want to ensure you to get a chance to optimize any deviations from your intended creation and ensure a satisfactory customer experience, okay? So what this means for you as the designer is that I'm just going to accept that. You as the designer is that all of these changes apply to all the Zazzle sticker shapes and sizes. So I can click on this here and I click on that. So all of shapes and sizes, we've got the square, round, we've got the rectangle, the triangle, the star, the oval, and the heart. All of those, and then also the sizes. Okay, so sticker shapes and sizes. All right. So I'm going to go back to this tab here and share. We encourage you to review your current sticker offerings to ensure they display as expected. Some designs may need adjustments, but not all will. If you need to make any updates before the save areas, please do so if necessary. You have until March 1st. They didn't really give us very much of a deadline. This was released on the 19th. So today is March 21st. And because March is actually a short month, you have, what is it now? 7 days, a week. So make sure that you get in on that because then afterwards you will have to then recreate or republish the design and not have the option to edit it. If you don't have the option to edit on all of your other products, maybe this is not a feature that you're familiar with. We're going to go in and give you some details on how to do so in a second. Okay. So the product replace feature, please review this guide and avoid rejections, is now enabled for Zazzle stickers only for all creators. We recommend using this feature only for products with views and or sales. If a product has no views or sales, please republish this instead. This approach helps streamline the approval process for our customer care team. Please note that approval times may vary depending on submission volume. So this is very big, especially if you are a Zazzle designer who has a lot of products and let's say you're making a lot of money on stickers. Okay, we have personally, myself and Elke, we have certain clients who we're going to actually give them an update and a heads up because we know that they definitely have stickers as a portion of their product inventory that make them a lot of sales. And so if you have products that have views or sales with regards to your sticker items, then you need to go in and unfortunately go and see if you have to update them. I'm not sure. It doesn't really give us an indication if there's like a warning sign on your products in the back end. It makes it seem like you have to go into each product into the edit option, the edit menu, when you open up your product and see literally in the design tool if your design fits within the boundaries, which maybe I'll go in and grab a product to see, for example, personally, one of my own sticker products, just so that you have the opportunity to see what that looks like. And then here is the edit guide. So if you, like I mentioned, some designers have the opportunity to edit all products. For example, me personally, I can change and edit invitations and other products like that if I wanted to make slight changes. But if you are brand new to this whole editing process, then you would go into your product page and then you would click the edit button, like the edit button on the side, where you then open up the design tool, make your slight variation, and then you can click the option to edit it, like post as an edit or submit for review, or post as a completely new product. And so where that submit button would be, where it says publish product or post for sale, you'll now have two different options that says submit for review or post product for sale. So this is where you would click that button that says submit for review. Okay.
And let's just back it up for a minute. Anyone who's watching who doesn't understand what that means is, like the guide says, really your current products that have views and sales, they already have a lot of like traction to keep attracting more people and customers because they're ranked in the Zazzle search and so on, which means that if you created this now as a new product, it would literally start from scratch to be a new product, and you would lose all of that like ranking for searchability. And so that's why Zazzle opened up this edit option just for stickers for everybody. And you need to use it wisely. This is not one of these things where all of a sudden you get to edit all your stickers because something else happened. This is very much like they're going to be very harsh, and they might not give you the time of day and review these if you're deciding to abuse the process. Okay, because you can imagine there's millions of designers on Zazzle, and this is going to be a huge task. I'm really surprised actually that they gave us this option instead of just figuring out on the back end so that it would just be a computer, like some sort of coding trick that would change the edit tool, etc. So make sure that you're doing the edit correction properly, not just changing the design completely, because each one of these will actually be reviewed by someone, and they can actually say, no, this is not acceptable, right? And since the deadline is pretty quick, you're not going to be able to resubmit more than likely. They're just going to go like, well, you didn't do the process properly. So carefully read it, truly understand what's going on. You're not allowed to change anything else. The only thing you're really doing is making sure that something that you put in as a design isn't getting cut off. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
The first question everyone's going to ask is like, if I put a background color on, is that going to be a problem because it's outside of the design print area? Of course not.
No, right? And like I'll go in and I'll kind of showcase one of my own designs here. But yeah, if you have a background image or a photo that is like it goes and bleeds to the edge and it's supposed to be and meant to be that way, then that's perfect. But I think what they're really talking about is, let's say you have certain text or a graphic that needs to look good inside the sticker and not that it's cut off. That's where you need to resubmit your items. And so make sure that you are, like, this is just a generic article that they've linked about how to edit the product, but it does have some really good information. So make sure you're in the correct lines. Add and edit templates for existing products to optimize for customers. So let's say you forgot to add a template or whatever, all the things that are very much like obvious, right? The reason why we're talking about this here is because of the bleed lines and the print lines. But if you had the option to edit your product in another way because of an issue, that's also acceptable. But here this says, don't make significant design changes that will make the product unrecognizable to a repeating customer. So let's say all of a sudden I have a sticker and then I completely change the graphic and then add a purple background. That doesn't make sense. It would just be slightly changed for the size. And so this allows the review process to work faster, and also you're literally getting somebody to look at your new product to make sure that it is properly updated. And so make the work easier for the Zazzle team. Don't just be ridiculous about it and change all these different things. Don't submit an edit if there was no changes actually made or that your product has 0 views or sales. this product can be simply republished and the old one deleted. We never really recommend that you delete products, but you can definitely republish the new product if it doesn't have any sales or views on it. It gives you an opportunity to go and refresh some of your products as well. Let's say you have a whole bunch of stickers that you forgot about and they're just laying there, but they actually have potential. Don't submit them for a review, just repost them for sale if they need to have the edits. Okay, don't replace a product for meta title, tags, description, changing product merchandising style. No, the product submission for a review is literally the design, not that you're trying to update your titles and tags, because you can do that anyway, just by editing the product. Okay, so you would go to the product page, then click the edits in the design tool, make your edits in the design tool. Once you're happy, click done, and then to submit, say replace product option. And then once you submit your revision, your design will be reviewed within a team. This can take from 30 minutes to 5 days, depending on the volume of submissions. Well, clearly now they're going to have a lot more submissions, so we can't really guarantee when your updates will happen. But yes, that just kind of pretty much confirms that you need to go into each of your product pages. And so this is one of the, this is a sticker that I made actually during Christmas. Recently in the past, like 2024. And I'm assuming, because I don't have like a warning sign or anything like that, I haven't opened it up yet, but this is how you would do it. Go into edit this design. And then I don't know how much it shrunk, to be honest, but clearly I'm within the bleed line, which is good. If, for example, my Merry Christmas was like there for whatever reason, then I would definitely need to fix it and move it back in. This is probably like like Elke and I, we always tell our clients and also our free content watchers, our community, that you need to be well within these lines. Some people like to play it dodgy and like on, like, oh, well, that works because I'm like right on the green line. So that means I'm still within in the lines. Well, no, because this is just sort of a guideline. You have really no idea if that's going to be proper or not. And so I'm hoping that many of you don't have many of these issues, because that would just be a lot of work. But stop sharing here. But if you don't, like if you have doubts and you have stickers that have, graphics that you may have put a little bit towards the bottom or towards the edges or a text, then you definitely have to be wary of that, especially if they are selling for you right now. But it doesn't actually tell you when this update happened in terms of when they started to see the inconsistencies, because you might already have seen a lot of returns for some of your stickers and might have wondered why. And so if those stickers got returned and you know that from previous sales they were good, then those are the ones that you should start with and start revising.
And also, as Jen said, like not everything needs to be revised, right? Make this sort of assessment like what Jen just did, because maybe you don't need to. And also consider that if you want to go through and check your returns before you even go and do this massive project, if there aren't any returns, and as Jen said, like if it's been happening for a while, then in terms of the issue with the printing and you don't have any returns, it didn't make a difference, right? In terms of your particular stickers, if they sold and never were returned. So it's really just you double checking. And we would recommend you start with your top sellers. Obviously, if you have thousands and thousands of stickers, you're going to take your time to do this and you're not going to meet the March 1st deadline. And you just have to be be a boss babe, right? Like just be determined and understand what's going to be my bottom line that's really going to be affected if these don't get fixed. And I don't want to lose my ranking for those top selling products. So start at the top with your top sellers, and then work your way down and see how far you get. And as I said, maybe some of them can just stay, like they don't have to change, even though the boundaries are going to change from what it looked like when you made it compared to what it looks like now with the boundaries when you click on it. Okay. And it still might be fine. So it's not an issue per se. And hopefully then you don't have to even do any of this. But we've got you all covered now. If you need to, just take it easy. Do it at your own pace. Make sure that you're following the guidelines so you don't actually not get approved with your changes and have to actually lose your ranking with your product and make a new product. Okay. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, no. And then don't worry. I know that a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, now I'm going to start to panic. just like Elke mentioned, just take a breather and look at your product inventory. Maybe you don't even need to change any of your stickers.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.